Boom. Boom. Look at that. That is called a zero edge pool, not a zero hedge, zero edge. But how are you guys? My camera's not turning. I hope you guys are doing good. I have something to talk about. I hope your weekend's good. We're gonna do a stream later, either tonight or tomorrow. Just have the post notifications on so you guys don't miss it. But I want to talk about options trading. And before I get into that, if you do want to know about stocks, I'd say that even this channel, Stock Market News, that's what someone brought up. They're like, dude, I've been following this channel just for my news, even beyond what I could learn about trading. I think, ooh, that chair is wet. My ass was just getting really wet, man. I wanted to sit down, but essentially, so hopefully it doesn't get too wet. But yeah, so there's stock market news on this channel. I post 5 videos a day. It's a lot, but you know, put your post notifications on. I think if you're looking to trade, it's good. But what I want to talk about is funding a small account. And I thought, you know, I was chilling. We had a crazy week. I posted it. I said, I'm going to go relax. I'm chilling at my buddy's house now. It's a beautiful, beautiful view. And I'm just like, I'm thinking about this because like every time I see something with like a crazy view like this, anything like that, it is some advertisement saying, oh, look at my trading lifestyle. Yeah, I made, you know, I did make like $15,000 or $12,000 this week, and like $12,000 the week 2 weeks before that. But like, still, that's not the point. No, but serious, like the fact, like they're like, oh, I made this much money, I live this is what I do. But you know, a lot of time it's like vacation rental, whatever it may be. We're not gonna get into all that, but they all talk about and they promote you could get this and start this with a little bit amount of money. And then on the live streams, somebody kept asking me what I can't do. That seat is wet. I like to sit down. I don't want to pace too much, but somebody was asking me, you know, can they start with $500? And if, you know, why should I do options instead of day trading stocks, Forex, binary options, whatever it may be? Options are the best to fund a small account. Even if you're interested in penny stocks, get rid of penny stocks, start doing options. Literally, options are penny stocks. That's it. They are penny stocks on big board stocks. So you get to trade cheap stuff that can move crazy 1,000%. But why you want to use a small account with options, the risk is small and the gain is big. But that's something I wish actually I was on my computer. I'll do it documenting some of the other plays, but you guys will get to see a lot of my wins that I make on the stream. I did $60 to $300. It could have done $600, $100 into $800. All of what I'm doing is, it's slow, you know, or it's small amounts of money. So it doesn't take a lot. And the best part is the risk is small, where you can only lose 60 bucks, 50 bucks. And if you hit it, you make X amount of dollars, you know, you're going to make thousands of dollars. You know, I had one of those trades, literally we said 30 bucks could have made you $3,000. Like, that doesn't exist on penny stocks. It does and it doesn't. That's the thing. Any other gain, why options is the best for small accounts, because when you see a 400%, 500%, 1,000, I did over 2 500%, 600% plays on 2 different stocks on the S&P 500 in one day. I could do 4 or 5 on some days, you know. The fact is, it happens more frequently. So that is the key. Can you go make the same gains in penny stocks, Forex, this? Yes. But I don't think there's any other market in the world right now that exists where there's as many 1,000% movers with the same level of stability. And options aren't stable. They're risky, but I'm saying in the sense of you're just betting on blue chip stocks. If you know what really the underlying concept and what you're doing, it's honestly not that crazy. So you gotta put it into perspective and think about that. That's why it is such an opportunity, because if you can master a market like that, even then, just the whole point is with a little bit amount of money. This is what the guys in The Big Short did. They traded options. They took small bets that if they lost, they only lost a little bit. If they won a large amount of money. And that is the same thing with options. So again, that is why with a small account, or any sort of small account, you want to be going to trade options. It's the quickest way with a small amount of money, and you can make a lot. Now, in the same respect, you could lose a lot. It is a lot harder to trade than stocks. I think once you get it and kind of understand it, it gets easier, but it's still difficult. And now, the next question I was asked, can you trade with $500? Can you trade with $1,000? Yes, you can. I've done it. It's just increasingly difficult. You have to be a sniper. You could trade with that much amount of money. You're not going to be making as many trades as I make, and it is just going to be harder. And someone asked me that on my stream once, in the big first day of the stream. I lost like $500 right off the bat. I was down $500, so I said if that was my whole account, I couldn't make other plays, but I made other plays, and those allowed me to end up, and I ended up profiting off of it. So card ran out of memory, but what I was saying is it wasn't that bad. I was able to come back, but the fact was, if that was my whole account, I wouldn't have been able to make those other trades, and psychologically it just probably would have fucked with me. Oh, why isn't it focusing? What's going on? But you can. It is going to be harder, and that's the thing. With $500, $1,000, can you do it? It's going to be a mix of luck and skill, and you could study and prepare, but to say you're going to change your life instantly, you know, the plan would be grow that $500, $1,000 into $5,000, $10,000 in a few months or even a year, more realistically, and then after your first year, by doing that, what do you do with that $10,000 from there? But you know, anybody selling you this dream, oh, you're going to do it with $500 here, this and that, that's not true. Can you? Yes. And I think the right people, and I've had somebody in the TTF back in the day. He started with $500 and he hit one lucky Google play on earnings and turned the $500 into $10,000. But that's not typical. The odds of that happening, and you got to think, if you lose and you don't hit it, what's going to happen? Can you still trade? And if you're cool and comfortable, like I said, you go watch my video. This shit's gambling. And if you're cool with that, yeah, it's fine. As long as you got a job, go ahead. Fun, put $100 in it, and if you want to take a gamble every single week on some of these plays and you're okay with that, you're going to hit one eventually. That's one approach. But if you want to take it seriously and try to make money off of it, that's a whole nother approach. But you can do it with a small amount of money. But the whole point is, nothing like options provides the leverage, the big amount. Like literally, you could pay why that S&P contract, to go watch my video, you could have turned $30 into $3,000, or literally $100, or no, into 12 grand, excuse me, $30 into 12 grand. And the whole point of that, and what could have, you know, gone off with everything, is that you get leverage to an asset that was worth $230,000. So think about how insane. I think this is going to change, honestly. This is what I'm telling you now. At one point, maybe 5, 10, 15 years from now, they are going to change the options market and the pricing, because it is too cheap to a certain degree, where people are getting the rights to $100,000, $100,000, $1 million assets for pennies. And these are real assets that are recognized. So like, even if you get 1 million shares of a penny stock, it's a fucking penny stock no one cares about. But if you get a recognized, authorized right to shares of Apple, and you bought those for pennies, that's groundbreaking. You know, honestly, I think it's game changing. I think it's world changing. I think everybody should know about options. It's something you could use. But again, with the guys with the small account, if you have a small account and you're like, okay, I want to make money online trading, and you're set on trading, don't waste your time with Forex. Don't waste your time with any of that. Can you make money with that stuff? Yes, but are you going to make as much money? Are you go look at how many posts on my Instagram where I've done 1,000% gains, 5,000% gains. And it's not to say this is, oh, look at these, this, that. It just happens frequently, and people are so quick to say it's a scam rather than it happens just that frequently. Like I said, I did it on stream, and everybody would always ask me, how do you do these? How do you have the ability and power to do this? And I just say, you know, they're there, and it's knowing the odds, risk, reward, and all that. But you know, you guys saw it happen. You saw the reasoning and how we go about doing it. But that is my game plan for you guys. So if you have a small account, you got to be thinking about that. You have to be thinking options. If you guys need help on it, someone else, you know, watched 30 hours of this content. Someone put that and they said, I watched 30 hours, it clicked. You'll be good, but ask questions. There's a lot of content. But someone even asked me, how did I learn about options? I never read a book on options in my life. I knew about the stock market. I knew about how options were hedging, but I just read on Investopedia. I read about what options were, and I started looking into them and then practiced. That's it. And I just understood what was going on, what the deal was, what was an actual contract being made. So that's pretty much it. But I'm trying to think. My phone's blowing up right now. Okay. But no, so I'll leave it there. You guys have any questions, let me know. subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you have any questions too, if you really want to get into this and learn, we have the pledge class obviously, but there's so much free content on here. I want that there. We have the free stock trading course. I really strongly recommend. Actually, that pretty much sums up a lot of what we did, just way more in depth if you're looking to start. It's in the description of this video. It costs $1 technically. Go post a picture on social media or refund, and most people don't even do it. They don't even care about the dollar. I'm sure, my guarantee, you're not going to learn how to make a crazy amount of money. You are going to walk away learning something brand new, and you will learn stuff about the market. I guarantee it. It's value in and of itself. But yeah, make sure you guys are there. Give me your questions. What do you think? What do you guys think is the best way to make a small how do you turn a small amount of money into a large amount of money, and then also on what time period too? But I would love your guys' thoughts on this. I think it's interesting. Enjoy your week. It's been a beautiful day. Yeah, get ready for the stream. I think we're going to be doing it either, I don't know when I'm going to post this, so yeah, I can't even say. I don't know when I'm going to post this. We'll see. Depending on when I get home. But I love you all. Stay in school. Peace.